Welcome to my channel. I am very excited to be here today. This is my first video, and it is going to be about New Year's resolutions and how to keep your New Year's resolution. Starting a YouTube channel was one of my resolutions for 2019, so I thought that this would be the perfect way to kick it off, to give you all some helpful tips to hopefully make 2019 your year. So our first tip is going to be just jump into it. A lot of times people do not succeed because they never even start. If you are feeling nervous, if you feel like you do not have all the equipment that you need, things along those lines are the biggest hurdles that people face when starting something new. So if your New Year's resolution is to work out, but you say don't have a gym membership right now because you can't afford it, or maybe the hours that you work don't work with a gym membership, then do some workout things at home. There are a ton of workout videos on YouTube that you can follow for free in your home that do not require any equipment at all. So don't let your hurdles stop you from starting your New Year's resolution. Tip number 2 is review the past. Look at your New Year's resolutions that you set for 2018 and how did those go? Did you succeed? Did you not? And if you didn't, why didn't you succeed? What were your hurdles? And the things that you did do well on, why did you do well at those things? Everyone is a little bit different when it comes to New Year's resolutions and what works for them. So if you can look at the past and kind of see what worked and what didn't, you can apply those to your new resolutions for 2019. The third one is to be specific. Don't make your goals very general. A lot of people for New Year's resolutions say, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to work out, I'm going to eat healthier. Well, how are you going to do those things? You have to put a plan in place in order to be successful. Just saying that you're going to do those things isn't enough. Most of the time you're not going to be successful if you don't plan. Failure to plan is planning to fail. So making a plan and saying, I'm going to work out 3 times a week, and I'm going to do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And saying what you're going to do. I'm going to go to the gym. I am going to go to a park with a friend. I'm going to watch YouTube videos and follow them. Have a plan in place so that you know how you are going to accomplish these goals, and it will help you to be more successful. Tip number 4, accountability. Being accountable for what your goals are. Either have a workout buddy. Tell people that you have these goals, because if you tell other people, then you will feel that you have to hold up that end of the deal, versus keeping it to yourself, and then the only person that knows is you, and if you don't do it, it's really not that big of a deal. But if you tell other people that these are your plans, they're going to say, hey, how's working out going? How's your YouTube channel going? How's your healthy eating, your new diet? People are going to ask you about it, and it'll help you to stay accountable. It'll help you stay on track. Same with having a workout buddy or a diet buddy. They're going to help you to stay on track, because there are going to be days where you're going to feel that you're not motivated, that I'll just take today off, I'll do it tomorrow, and that person is going to be able to help you and push you, and you'll be able to do the same for them, and it'll make you feel better, and it'll make it a lot easier. I would definitely recommend bringing other people in on your New Year's resolutions, because that's going to help you to achieve your goals. Tip number 5, make it a habit. That is probably the most important thing that I can say, is to make these new goals a habit. I know I keep talking about the working out, but that is one of the most common New Year's resolutions that people have, is to start a workout regimen. And majority of people, they go super strong in January, and they, they're going to the gym 3 and 4 days a week, and they're doing everything they're supposed to. Then you get into February, and maybe they're only going 2 times a week. And then you get to the end of February and beginning of March, and they're going 1 day a week, or, I'll go next week, I'll start over next week. And then they just kind of let it go. But if you make it a habit, and on average, studies have shown that it takes approximately 66 days to develop a habit. So a change in your life will take about 66 days for it to become a habit in your life. So that's a little bit over 2 months, and it does vary from person to person. So some people, a habit will be less than that. Some, it could take you 3-4 months for it to be a habit, but you have to stick with it long enough for the change to really take effect in your life. And most people give up before it becomes a habit. Same with healthy eating. If you are planning to eat healthier, eat less fast food, eat less, junk food, and incorporate more fruits and veggies, most people usually give up before it becomes a habit. So if you find a way to be able to work that into your life and make it a habit, it will become so much easier in just a couple of months. Tip number 6 is going to be make it visual. And there are a couple different ways that you can make it visual. One is vision boarding. That is a big thing that a lot of people find very helpful. And there's a couple different ways that you can make a vision board. One would be the old-fashioned way, where you're cutting pictures out and pasting them onto a poster board. And pictures would be things that you want to achieve within the next year. So maybe a job promotion, a new house, maybe you're trying to have a baby. Things that you want to look at every day that you feel you want to try to accomplish in 2019. The other way you can do it would be more of a digital vision board. You can make a Pinterest board that has pictures of all of the things you want to accomplish on it. So you will just have one board on your Pinterest page that is vision board, and if you are someone who is on Pinterest a lot or on your phone a lot, you can go in and look at it on a regular basis to help motivate you. The other thing that you could do is make it the background on your home computer or work computer. So every time you go to your home screen, you see these pictures. You see these things that you are trying to reach for and the goals that you're trying to achieve for 2019. Another way to make it visual is to put Post-its around. I love to do this. This is something that I found that really motivates me. When I was in nursing school, it was very stressful. I had to deal with a lot of pressure, and it was just very, very stressful. So I got a little bit overwhelmed, and then at one point I was like, I'm just not going to be overwhelmed anymore. I am going to try to just have a positive outlook. And I did a quote of the week. And so I took a Post-it note, I wrote a inspirational or motivational quote, and I put it up on my mirror so I saw it every single day when I was getting ready for school. And it really helped me to have a more positive mindset, to believe in myself more, and it helped me get through nursing school. And then another way that you can make it visual is to use a planner. And that kind of puts me into the next tip, would be tip number 7, which is to get organized. Make sure that you are either using a planner or using an app. There are tons of different apps out there that you can use as a planner. The iPhone comes with the calendar app and the note app. You can get other free apps. I'm sure there's ones for Android as well. And you can plan your day out. There's apps for to-do lists. There is a ton of different things. So if you're a more electronic person, there's definitely a ton of resources out there. And I'll put some links below, some information below about different apps that you can use for that. For me, I like the old-fashioned planners. I like to write it down. I like to make it look pretty. If it's pretty, then I'm more likely to use it. So I like to put washi tape and stickers and use different colored pens and different things like that just to make it really fun and girly. But then it motivates me to use it and to follow what I'm writing in it. One of my favorite things is to check things off of my to-do list. I love to check things off the to-do list because it just makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something. So that's my tip for just getting organized. There are a ton of different ways you can do that, so whatever works best for you, and you can try out several different things because maybe you think, oh, I'm going to be a planner person too, but then you realize I don't want to have to carry that thing around with me, so an app might be better for you. So just try a few different things and find out what works best for you. My final tip is don't give up. We have all had setbacks with plans, with goals that we have set for ourselves in the past. And so many times we feel overwhelmed by that. We feel like, well, my goal was to drink water every day, and I'm going to drink this much water. That's one of my resolutions for this year, is to drink more water on a daily basis. It is so good for you. It helps you feel better. It gives you more energy. It's great for your skin. So I'm really trying to drink more water. Well, I had a day last week that I was so busy at work and I hardly drank any water. And I got home and I was like, oh my gosh, it's only like week 2 and I already am failing at this. But I said, you know what? I'm not going to be that hard on myself. Tomorrow's a new day and I'm going to try better tomorrow and keep continuing. I didn't give up and I'm doing better. Every day I'm getting a little bit better. But we can't let certain hurdles that we're facing stop us from achieving our goals. So you have to be kind to yourself. You have to forgive yourself. You're not perfect. And also, when you're looking at other people, I know in this world of social media and Instagram, Facebook, we see all of these people who are achieving all of these things. You follow these fitness models and all of that, and they look amazing. Someone once told me, don't compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 11. And that really resonated with me. When you're first starting out, you're not going to be perfect. When you first start working out, you're not going to lose 50 pounds overnight. When you start eating healthy, you're not going to feel that change overnight. If you're starting a YouTube channel like I am, you're not going to have 1 million followers overnight. So just because these other people do, doesn't mean that you have to compare yourself to that. Hopefully one day you will be where you want to be if you stick with it, but don't expect yourself to be there overnight. Show yourself some grace, be forgiving of yourself, be patient, be diligent, and hopefully all of your goals will come true. So that's it for my tips. And since this is my first video, I would love to hear your feedback. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Tip number 8, accountability. Nope. Tip number 8, get organized. We're going to get this right sooner or later. So tip number 6, make it visual. Tip number 6, make it visual. I think we got them all now.